All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Casual Fandom podcast.
Casual, whoa, let's
go.
go.
It's your boy Hamza. We got Muhammad Hassan back with us today. Muhammad got the
Let's go.
fresh
What's
braid.
up? How everybody doing? Hamza, I love your shirt, man.
Hey, thanks, man. You know,
Love
Charlotte,
your shirt, repping the Queen City.
What about Muhammad? Look at his. Come on, show us the braids, man.
You know.
Muhammad ain't got fresh.
Ooh,
different.
Gotta come out like AI,
Oh,
Muhammad
damn, that's
must
what
be
we call it.
dating. Muhammad must be dating. He done got a fresh lineup, fresh braid, fresh outfit. About to have the parking lot of a smash.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, why you ain't do the Tyrese Maxey? Put the heart on the side.
I'm gonna do that. That's for next time.
You gonna do that next time?
Yeah, when when the heart's committed,
Oh, damn. He said, okay, we ain't even gonna get in that. Damn.
Exactly.
Welcome back, though. We got another episode, obviously. Good to be back with you guys. We're gonna get in a little bit NBA, obviously. Talking about, we had some drama, some dirty antics last night between OKC and Denver. We'll get into that. A couple headlines in the NBA. Talk about Ant, Ant telling his coach, Finch, I don't need to pass the ball. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
He does need to pass the ball, though.
He balled out and hit that big three, too.
Hey, we gonna get into it, but we was trash. He did what he was supposed to do, so.
That's true.
And then we'll talk about a little bit Clint Capella.
Y'all played the Clippers, right? That night, y'all was playing the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers back us, man. Just crazy. And then we'll talk about NFL free agency. We'll go through some of the NFL top free agents list that they got ranked. And we'll see what our thoughts are, some predictions as far as who might go where, who's a good fit, what our teams might need to do in free agency. And we'll get into that there. But y'all want to say anything before we get into Lu Dort and Jokic, or what?
Magic City Monday, Atlanta Hawks, Lemon Pepper Lou.
Lemon Pepper Lou.
Are we going or what?
Is Lou Williams gonna be there? I feel like Lou Williams should be there.
It's a tribute. He might be there. And I think they're giving out free lemon peppers.
Is it actually from Magic City though?
Yeah, it's a Magic City Monday game. It's like
a tribute to Magic. Yeah, it's just a tribute. They're not gonna have none of the shenanigans going on, obviously, at the game. Man. But they're gonna be giving out a Magic City jersey, a hoodie, all the merch, and all that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Magic City on a Monday.
They
so
better win too now. Who they playing that night?
The Magic.
Oh man, they might.
They playing the Magic.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, I think they playing the Magic if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
That'd be fun though. I wonder if they only doing lemon pepper.
No, the Magic City Monday is on March 16th.
Oh damn.
Okay. Who they playing?
Yeah, it's on March 16th against the Orlando Magic at State Farm Arena. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Magic City. That's pretty cool that they did that. I don't know. You think we could order some wings and get it shipped here? Which I think.
Probably not. We probably want to pull up to the game on the 16th. I mean,
yeah, we ain't doing that.
I'm down to go.
We ain't doing that. You know that.
That's City Monday.
Yeah, we'll get into it. So obviously last night OKC and Denver played. Had a pretty good game going into overtime, obviously. OKC was a little shorthanded. Shea was on a little bit of a minute restriction. He still played 30. Right? Yeah, he had a good 36.
Game.
Yeah.
He went crazy.
And obviously he only played 34 minutes, I think. Didn't play the whole overtime. Denver didn't really close the game as well as they should have. OKC still didn't have Jalen Williams. And what's it called? Jokic didn't play that well in the clutch either. But obviously he still has triple-double numbers. But obviously the biggest thing is, what was it? Was it the start of the fourth quarter? Lu Dort giving Jokic that little hip check, and Jokic, he took exception to it. He started, you know what I'm saying? First, do y'all think that was a dirty play or what?
Yeah, definitely dirty, man. He meant to do that. Like, I think OKC been feeling themselves that they won that championship. They've been in a lot, like especially Lu Dort. Remember that he had that incident with Jeremiah Fears?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This was a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago.
That was
Yeah,
like a month
I'm
ago or
thinking.
so.
Yeah, OKC, they've been feeling themselves since they won that championship. They've been feeling like data bullies now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
I agree.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It was definitely dirty.
Nah, I agree. Yeah, it's definitely dirty. And then Lu Dort, starting to get that same reputation of Draymond, Dylan Brooks out here, in the league now as well. So,
Yeah.
uh, it's definitely a dirty play. Joker's reaction was unexpected. I think the last time we seen Joker react like that was when Marcus Morris or Markieff Morris, whichever the Morris twins
I
had
think it was
ran,
Markeith.
ran into him way back when. So that was the last time we see Joker, get outside of himself. So but I think I like seeing that side of Joker. Crazy
You
eyed
like that?
Joker is definitely great to see. Obviously,
Yeah.
he was but he was more so swinging at Jalen Williams because Lu Dort was out in the fray and everything. But now I want to propose this to you guys. Do y'all feel like Joker should have got ejected? I know Lu Dort, of course, he got ejected, because of the hip check. But you guys felt like Joker should have got ejected for swinging on Jalen Williams?
He ain't really swing, but I said before I get to that, first of all, I don't think Lu Dort should have got a flagrant 2. A flagrant 1, I feel like would have been just okay because he ain't really. I'm gonna be honest. Jokic was flopping after, like he gave him a
No,
little
he
bump.
kicked his he
He ain't
kicked his
really
leg
kick
out
him though.
too.
But
Yeah, he
that's
kicked
not
his
like
leg
he
out.
bumped him. That's how Jokic felt before. Like he didn't even get tripped by his leg. Like he obviously gave him the hip check. He threw the leg out, but he didn't really get tripped by the leg. Obviously,
Yeah,
Jokic, he gonna flop, whatever. I don't think it was. Come on, like flagrant 2 is like I'm punching you in the nuts or something, or just something that's what I'm saying. That's just trying to get physical a little bit, throw your hip at him. Um, and Jokic just wasn't paying attention, and then he just got bumped and then started flopping. But I don't. I
I
don't think
wouldn't
it should have
say
been
he
flagrant 2.
flopped, but I
I
wouldn't
ain't gonna
say
say
he
like
flopped.
flop, but he sold it a little bit. It wasn't.
I
It
mean,
was an unnecessary play, but I don't think it was like an unnatural. Well, it was unnatural, I guess you could say, because
no,
he.
definitely was
definitely
unnatural. Yeah,
unnatural.
But
he
flagrant
definitely
2, like, come
He
on,
knew what
bruh.
he was doing. It was unnecessary, man. It was definitely unnecessary, and I think, and then you got to understand. I wouldn't say Joker flop. Lu Dort is not a little guard. Lu Dort got size
Yeah,
on him for a
yeah.
guard. He's
yeah,
he's he's he's, he's kind of he got
He's
size. He
like
physical. He
250.
very muscular. Yeah, so he's not like a little guard like we talking about like a small guard. No, and then Lu Dort, he been getting into situations this season. Just like I said, I feel like they've been trying to oppose their will, and they've been trying to like enforce and be bullies on the court since that championship they feeling themselves in. Hey, I feel like should he have gotten ejected? I think so. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have got worse. Joker he just come back from injury. He could have got hurt. I mean, it
Yeah,
was
that's one
unnecessary
thing.
for him to do that.
yeah.
It was in basketball. I don't know what happened before that. Maybe he got hurt or
Oh,
maybe Joker did something.
early in the game, that's where it was being physical early in the game. Like literally one of the first plays of the game, Jokic bumped Shea off balance, and Shea threw the ball at him like while he was pretending to shoot, and then I think he got a technical from that. Yeah, he got a tech from that. And then after there was another play where they were being physical again. With Joker, I think it was Joker and Jalen Williams. Before that, it got a little bit physical. That's why obviously Jalen Williams stepped in and kind of obviously just defending Lu Dort too.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't think Joker should have been ejected. I do think he was close. Like for a second when I first saw the replay, I thought he threw a punch, but you could tell he was trying to just reach around and trying to grab Lu Dort or something. And but he ain't really. It was just hemming each other up, just grabbing each other. It wasn't nothing
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't see no punches thrown in my opinion, but um, I like it. I mean, they two top teams that's gonna probably end up being in at least it could be a second round matchup, whatnot. Could meet in conference finals or something like that. So it's gonna be tensions rising. OKC has been there's a stigma around OKC that they don't they play a little dirty. They play a little more physical, and the refs allow that. Teams are
They
tired of
definitely do.
hearing that and seeing that too. So, yeah, I like it though. It was prime time. I'm not gonna lie. The games lately, the NBA schedule, most of the prime time games have been pretty good recently. So, it's good to always see a little bit of fight and whatnot. But I don't think it was that bad. Tempers didn't get too bad. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If it was in Denver, Jokic brothers probably would have been somewhere trying to jump onto the course.
Trying to get him in the locker room.
Yeah,
Man, they big as hell too. You ever seen them? Them dudes is big.
They like 300 pounds, 7 feet.
Yeah.
They just like Jokic.
Yeah, they huge.
It don't make no
They
sense.
crazy.
Yeah.
But what you think?
Now I was gonna say quickly back on if Lu Dort should have got the flagrant 2. I think obviously knowing the rules behind the flagrant 2, it was unnecessary contact and wind up, and he kind of did wind up with the hip check and kicking the leg out.
Premeditated.
So so I think that's why they gave him the flagrant 2 more than anything. And then go back to kind of what I said earlier. His reputation around the league. Him, Isaiah Stewart, Draymond, Dylan Brooks. Those are the enforcer guys, but those are the guys that had those reputations out there that essentially one wrong move, you getting that quick flagrant 2, possibly flagrant 1 that I think to your point, some plays that could be seen at flagrant 1s upgraded flagrant 2, so they just had those reputations, and Lu Dort got that, and he's trying to do that for OKC and be that tough guy for them. So like you guys said, they definitely get away with a lot of holding, a lot of fouls,
a lot of hand checking, boy.
Yeah, they be hand checking like crazy. And then obviously we see it on the flip side. Shea gets all the calls. Yeah, but hey, that's just the way it goes. When you win games, so just got be winning. So I get it.
That's the biggest thing that people hate when it comes to OKC. It's not that they can be physical. It's that the other team can't be physical. The whistle is inconsistent when it comes to the other side. But I do want to say you forgot an enforcer when you were listening, because Rudy Gobert is an enforcer too.
He's not an enforcer,
dude. No. He leads the league in flagrant fouls right now. So
make sure you cut that when you edit this video. Make
sure
you cut
that. Rudy Gobert,
he probably the softest player in the league.
Here we go. Here we go. Hassan hates Rudy Gobert for some reason.
No, I don't hate Rudy Gobert. I just think Gobert is overrated.
See,
he can't do nothing offensively. Can't do nothing.
That's not his job, really. He gets dunks. He leads the league in field goal percentage and dunks. That's his job.
Even to be considered defensive player of the year 4 times, I feel like a lot of them is kind of like, I mean, if you see the players boast of most overrated player in the league, Gobert is always top 2 for some reason.
He wasn't top 2 in that list.
It's always Trae Young.
Yeah, he was top 5 probably.
Gobert is always in the top. He always, because
people don't like him.
He don't have no floater. He don't have no hook shot. He don't have he's not. To me, I think he's overrated.
He's
overrated.
That's his job,
and then he's getting paid. He's getting paid a lot to just do he don't for somebody like Gobert that lack offensive game. He's supposed to be averaging 16, 17 rebounds, 5, 6 blocks. He's supposed to be.
He averaged about 12 rebounds, 13 rebounds.
He's supposed to be dominant. He's supposed to be dominant on defense, dominant.
Yeah, he's not even that. He literally. You want to see our defensive rating with him off the court?
And then he's soft as cupcake.
Oh, here we go.
He's
tougher than Wemby. I tell you that.
He definitely he's not tougher than Wemby.
Wemby played hard. He ain't tough. No,
he's not tougher.
Wemby lay it on the line, man.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Man, Gobert.
Wemby, first of all,
one of them.
Before we get to the next time, Wemby be flopping.
You know them Oreo cupcakes you get from Harris Teeter? Gobert softer than them. He's softer than that.
Speaking of overrated, though, I want to talk about what's going on in the Laker land. And obviously we heard the talk, DeAndre Ayton feeling like we treat him, like Clint Capella. And honestly, I wish we had Clint Capella at this point.
Yeah, honestly, if y'all did.
The way DeAndre Ayton has been playing late. But what do you guys think as far as one, DeAndre Ayton comparing himself to Clint Capella, and then just creating turmoil in the locker room, and just in the sense of all that. He knew what he was coming into. Come to LA, being the fourth option. But
Fourth
yeah, what you guys
option.
think
He
about
not
him?
even a fourth option. He
Oh
like
yeah,
the
Rumi is
seventh
the fourth
option.
option. Yeah, Rumi's the fourth option. But what you
Damn,
guys
Jake
think on
LaRavia got more of an option than him.
nah. I mean, Jalen Ray got a voice, but I think he had 6 points tonight. I think he had like 11 rebounds, whatever, against the Warriors
Who,
tonight. But
DeAndre Ayton?
yeah,
He
yeah,
had 4
I didn't
points,
see
10
his stat line.
rebounds.
Yeah,
4 points, 7
exactly.
rebounds.
So that's what I'm saying. That's
I feel
hey,
like
go ahead.
I think when a player compare himself to another player that's playing, I feel like he admits that he's not better than that player. Because why am I comparing myself to another player?
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's like, why is he comparing himself to Clint Capella? He's supposed to be striving, working to be better than Capella. But for you to compare yourself to another player that's on a whole different league, I don't even think Capella start for the Rockets. And
He ain't on the Rockets.
He ain't on the Rockets.
The
That's
hell
way
you
back
living
when.
in 2018,
Clint
bro?
Capella?
Right.
Clint
Capella,
Capella?
he not on the Rockets.
Clint Capella played for the Rockets. I just went to the Houston
He
game.
back-
He was on that team.
He back on the Rockets? Oh yeah, you're right. He is back on the
Come on,
Rockets.
I just went to watch the
You're
Rockets
right.
play.
He is on the Rockets. I'm tripping.
You're
I
right. It's
forgot
been
he
a
got
minute.
traded.
Yeah, y'all
He
tripping.
got traded from the Hawks to the Rockets. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I just seen him play. So I'm thinking y'all talking about he not up, but yeah. So and Capella don't even start for the Rockets, and Ayton he start for LA, don't he?
He
Or is he
definitely
coming
is
off
a
the bench
starting
now?
center.
He's
No,
a
he's a
starter,
starting
right?
center.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he had a couple of good seasons in Phoenix with
Yeah.
Chris Paul and Devin Booker. He had a couple of good seasons, but he just haven't been the same. I don't know what happened. I mean, I thought he was DeAndre Ayton, was he number 1 pick
Yeah.
coming out
He
of
was
Arizona? He
in the
was a
Luka
number
draft.
Yeah,
He
he
was the
was
number
number
one
1
pick in
pick
that
coming out
draft.
of Arizona, and he just ain't been the player that we all thought he would be. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought he was gonna be nice. He had the height, big. He got size. He got the jump shot. He got the could knock down the 3 here and there. He's supposed to be able to rebound, play defense, all that. He was like they looked at him like, man, he's just gonna be good, but just
Yeah.
never panned out. Just never panned out. And him and Capella, I mean, I say he got a supposedly a better offensive game than Capella, but Capella got a better defensive game than him. And I
No
feel like
facts.
when you lay it on the line, Capella, he played harder. Now, DeAndre Ayton is probably more talented, but Capella, he got more grit. He played a little harder than Ayton.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I get
Completely
what
agree
he
with
was saying. Obviously, he feels like, and that's what the Lakers needed as far as like whenever they got Luka and they were gonna run this, you know, to
that heavy pick and roll.
facilitate. Yeah, with
that.
Luka and LeBron, and obviously sometimes with Austin Reeves as well too. You don't really.
Live
There's no
threat.
purpose to have. Yeah, there's no purpose to have a center like DeAndre Ayton, who excels in the post, kind of getting in the middle of the free throw line and kind of getting either that jumper or that jump hook. And that's not the flow of the Lakers offense, especially when you got 2 players as ball dominant, 3 players as ball dominant as Luka and LeBron, and then obviously Austin Reeves stepping up too. So I get what he's saying. He's saying whatever. He's saying that, that's the role they're trying to squeeze him into. But obviously the problem is, DeAndre Ayton hasn't even shown that he's good at any role ever since he left Phoenix. Like even his last year or 2 in Phoenix, he kind of he fell off a cliff. Everybody was questioning his toughness. His he defensively he was always lazy, that sort of stuff too. So he's not really excelling at the role the Lakers are trying to give him at all. Which is kind of, it's taking a lot off his plate. You know what I'm saying? You got Luka and LeBron. All you gotta do is just find a way to get open and just clean the glass, and that'll be it. They'll find you however they can. Just put yourself in the right positions. But that just goes to show Rob Pelinka in this roster building, man, it ain't been good the past few years. Ever since honestly, since the 2019 was 2020 COVID year roster, And even then, it was a couple age veterans, and it was a lot easier. They had
Yeah.
pretty good luck with Avery Bradley, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, stuff like that. But right now, I feel like they've been trying to keep that same flow as far as building team, and they ain't worked out. So, obviously, Clint Capella, realistically, is like a better player. I wouldn't say like a better player, but if you're telling me who would I rather have on the Lakers team, obviously I want Clint Capella because he's going to play defense. He's going to help out, the guys that, on the perimeter that can't really play defense. So he's going to clean up the glass, and he's not going to quit and be lazy on you. So, that's just, I get what he's saying. But yeah, y'all see what Clint Capella texted back, right? Or he commented on Instagram. He said, "You got two of the best, what did he say? Two of the best floor generals.
Facilitated. Yeah.
Yeah, two of the best floor generals in the game lock in." So, I mean, that's
I
a fact.
agree. And I think also just quickly on Aiden is the fact that obviously since to your point, his time in Phoenix, and then I think what we just wanted was, we saw him last year in Portland. He did 18 and 11. Like that's all we needed from him. Just some solid numbers. Just do your job. That's it. And I feel like he just, getting outside of himself in a sense of, trying to, get a big head in the sense of his exact role in the team. Like, to Clint Capella's point, like you got two of the best floor generals in not only in basketball currently, but all time probably that are passing you the ball. So it's like just play your part and then do what you got to do. That's why we do better and we excel better as a team when Jackson Hayes is our starting center because he plays that role that obviously Luka's familiar with Lively and Gafford and being that lob threat and like no back to his game like watching him throughout the season his mid-range touch is impeccable but I think he just gotta continue like obviously work on how does he pick his spots not only in that sense but also just doing the dirty work to you guys point that a guy like Clint Capella is known for. So it's interesting. I want to say, if I recall, if Clint Capella was available during this offseason, this past offseason, and I don't think we obviously did go after him, and then obviously ended up getting in. So it's also funny in that sense too. But yeah, man, I think we're gonna figure it out though. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine in Lakerland. Obviously got to win tonight. So we're gonna get it right. It's just a little bump in the road, and hopefully Aiden gets his head straight so we win this chip. This season, guys. Like we will.
Yeah,
win this chip, man.
Yeah, we win.
You very
Shit,
confident, my friend.
That
I'm
ain't
always
happening.
confident about the Lakers. One thing
Lakers are
I'm
not
confident about is the
contenders,
Lakers.
brother.
We
the
are
Lakers
the
are not
contenders.
contenders. Y'all
We are.
damn near in the play-in, bro.
Well,
right
obviously,
there.
we lost before tonight we had lost 3 of the last 4,
Yeah.
and we fell behind some trash team with, Minnesota, getting the 6th spot now. But I think
we tied for the 4 seed.
I think we back up there now. I think we have 5 now, so after tonight, but we'll see. But we might still be in that 6th spot. But we're gonna be fine. We're gonna finish top 4. So I already know.
Yeah, we'll see. Last thing we'll touch on as far as drama wise in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And man, you know what I'm saying, against the Clippers. We were struggling. First of all, we were struggling, but damn, because first of all, Julius Randle had like 4 points. And he was playing terrible.
Fire.
I ain't even gonna get into Julius Randle because I could talk all night about how the problems that we got.
Amazing he is, right? Yeah.
Only when he playing the Lakers, really. That's it.
You was just bragging about it right before All-Star how he's supposed to get in.
He was. He still. I mean, statistically, he still should have got in. But boy, man, ever since we was thinking about trading him for Giannis, boy, it got bad.
Julius Randle had 4 points, 1 for 10 from the field, 3 rebounds.
How many turnovers? He had like 4 turnovers.
2 turnovers.
Well, it felt like more than that. But yeah, nobody's hitting shots. We got Ant carrying the team against nobody's on the Clippers, just the third string, and Chris Finch over here talking about you gotta move the ball. And like, Nick, the hell I'm gonna pass the ball for? Look at my team right now. They can't make a shot, and you think I'm finna pass the ball? And so as soon as he hit that shot, I seen it kind of on the camera. So I noticed it on the camera, like just the possession before he missed the mid range or whatever, and you could see Finch clapped at him, kind of saying something. It picked up on the mic something, but I could tell it was that Ant. Then right after he hit that over two people, I'm like, oh yeah. And they called timeout. Yeah, he looked straight at him. He said, don't ask me to pass the damn ball. This what I do. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's what he do. So I can't be mad. He the best
That
player.
is what Ant-Man does.
Yeah, as a
Ant-Man is a
coach.
buggy. I won't deny that. Yeah.
As a coach,
Ant-Man's a boss.
This a generational player. You don't tell him pass the ball when the rest of your
That's the
it'd
only
be
player I like
different.
off that team.
That's what I said. It'd be different if the team was, shooting the lights out and Ant was struggling a little bit, but he was forcing stuff. Dude, Ant still shot 50% from the field. You know what I'm saying? Had 30 points.
Yeah.
What the hell you want him to pass the
31.
ball for?
You think y'all fired Chris Finch before preseason playoff start?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe not. I
You don't
think
think
in the
so?
offseason, if we
Remember
don't, if
last year,
Mike Malone,
go ahead. Yeah, Mike Malone and from Memphis got fired too.
yeah,
Two
but
coaches
Memphis,
got
I mean,
fired
yeah,
like the
Memphis was
last
just
couple.
get rid of him, yeah. But yeah, Mike Malone right
Yeah.
before the playoffs and David Adelman, he's actually a pretty good coach too. But I don't think we're gonna make a move like that. Finch, he's a solid coach. I feel like he missing the X's and O's. If you look at our lineup, sometimes the plays that he be, it's like he don't even call plays. Sometimes we just dribble. Julius Randle spitting it into a double team and then kick out for three. Like that's literally all it is. But I think,
think-
go ahead.
I think with that team, y'all probably need a more aggressive, more like a different type of coach
Yeah,
style
definitely.
than what Chris Finch is. He's more laid back. You need somebody that's like, I say somebody like, let me see, like Pop or something. Somebody with like an aggression that's gonna talk, that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, get the
Well,
players
everybody
right,
want
get
Pop.
them. Yeah, it's hard to find a Pop. Let me see if I can find somebody else.
Like a Mike Malone that's out there right now. I
That's-
wouldn't want
that's
Mike
what I was gonna
Malone.
say.
Like Mike
That's what I was
Malone.
gonna
Mike
say.
Malone, he
Malone,
a hell of a
for you
coach.
guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if Denver firing you right
Budenholzer.
before the playoffs, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he a championship head coach, so. But, we'll see. I don't know. I definitely think we trading Julius Randle in the offseason, though. That's 100%. Like, you can.
So what?
I don't know. We're going to trade him for either some type of point guard or, shoot, I'd trade him for damn DeAndre Ayton at this point. Just get Julius Randle off the team, bro. Get Julius Randle off the team.
I can see the trade for Ja. Y'all go get Ja.
Honestly,
Ja, LaMelo, because I think those are the two guards that will be available this
LaMelo,
offseason.
I would love LaMelo on that team. Boy, let me tell you something.
You think Hornets gonna part ways with LaMelo Ball?
I don't think so. It depends. Now,
But they've been playing good, man.
That's what I'm saying. It depends. If they make it past the play, if they get into the playoffs, I would not be surprised if they kept LaMelo. If they stay in that play in, because they just either in the lottery
Man,
or
they've been playing. Hornets been playing good, man.
Yeah.
Look,
No, they haven't. They haven't been playing well. Go ahead.
Hornets won their last 4 games by more than 17 points each, by 16 or more each game.
The Hornets have
last
been balling.
4 games.
Yeah,
they've had a little bit of a favorable schedules recently.
Yeah, that mean they've been playing trash. Like they won 4 straight, all by 16 or more points. They've been balling. And Knuckle, Khan, man, Khan been balling.
Co-rookie of the year.
I think they said he already set rookie 3-point record, 3-point shooting record.
Yeah, he broke the record.
The franchise record. Yeah.
Has Cooper Flag played enough games to be rookie of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Has he missed a lot?
Cooper's played enough games.
Let's see.
Because, I mean, Cooper hasn't missed that much this season anyways. He hasn't missed that much
he played 49 games so far, so he got to play 16
Do you
more
think
games.
Khan you think Cooper Flag is playing better than Khan right now?
Hell yeah, what you mean? I mean, Khan obviously on a better team
Khan
right
been
now.
balling, man.
But, come on, Cooper Flag, he just, he had 40 like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say Khan.
He been consistent. He been balling. He been doing.
Yeah.
No, Khan is definitely a bucket.
Yeah,
Khan
we'll
is
get
a bucket,
into.
but
we'll get into what's it called? Y'all want to get anything else out on the NBA side? Y'all want to get into the free agents, NFL?
Just quickly on the NBA side, obviously, I think we'll delve more in depth into it, later on. But the Kawhi drama, with, obviously what happened this offseason. But yeah, it's interesting what, what the league discipline is going to come down. So obviously, going to continue to watch out for that. But like I said, we'll tap more into that as, more comes to light and, more news comes out about that.
Facts, yeah. I gotta see what the hell going
Yeah,
on
I
with
really
that.
don't know much about it. I gotta see like what's going on with Kawhi. I seen you see back to missing games again.
Yeah,
But
Kawhi don't give a
he's
damn.
been like yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll touch on that. But yeah, NFL free agency. Obviously, Kyler Murray. I'm a Cardinals fan. Muhammad's a dirty
Such
bird
a
right
sad
there.
thing. Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
man, we ain't blew
Falcons.
a 28-3
To the
lead in the
Ravens.
Super Bowl. So whatever
Big
you
You're
say,
Ravens.
right.
it don't even matter. Um,
Yeah, that's gonna
he
God,
sit for
God.
about 10 more
he'll never
years
Yeah,
live
right
that
that
now.
that's in
down.
the
Like
past.
what
You
I'm
got to win
saying.
the Super Bowl to lay that down.
Literally,
You got
We
to.
are gonna
That's
win
the
the Super
only
Bowl.
way.
We got the right setup down as we're gonna, on our way to win the Super Bowl. So
yeah. Yeah, we'll get into it. So we'll go through the top. We'll pick out some key free agents. Obviously, they got the top 100 free agents. We'll touch on a couple free agents that we think obviously are probably going elsewhere. A couple guys already got tagged too, so we won't get into that really. But we'll start off with you, Hassan. As far as the Ravens, before we get into this list, who do you feel like the Ravens need to sign this offseason?
We need a pass rusher, man. We need a pass rusher. So I'm thinking if we can get either Jalen Phillips from Miami, he's good off the edge and he had a great season, or Trey Hendrickson. I know he's coming off a surgery, a core muscle surgery, and coming off the injury. But we need a pass rusher, man. We need a pass rusher. We need somebody that could disrupt the offensive line, somebody that can get to the quarterback and get us some sacks. That's what we need. That's what we lack. We could get a pass rusher. Obviously, we got Tyler Lindenbaugh, the offensive lineman. He's a free agent, so
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
think we need to bring him back. Need to bring him back because the offensive line has been they've been playing fairly well. Aside from Falele, he was getting burnt all year.
yeah.
But yeah, he was getting burnt all year. But if we can bring back Tyler Lindenbaugh, we got Isaiah Likely. He's a free agency. I'm curious to see what we're gonna do with him.
He probably leave, you
You
think,
know,
right?
I'm thinking so, but I don't. I think we should re-sign him, man. He's a key piece, man. Him and Andrew work together very well. And what else? I think that's our main focus should be, bro. Just to get a pass rusher, somebody that can get to the quarterback, somebody that can get the defense off the field, somebody that can make big plays when we need it,
Do you
take
feel like
cause turnovers, and I
y'all
feel
need
like
a number one receiver?
no, I just think we need to get a pass rusher. If we can get a pass rusher, Lamar Jackson can stay healthy. I don't think receiving is really our problem, to be honest. I don't think so. I think more so play calling. I don't think receiving is really our issue because we got solid receivers that can, and then Lamar Jackson, he's very versatile. If he getting outside the pocket, it don't matter who you got. The defense is gonna collapse. He's coming out the pocket. The defense is gonna collapse. If he make the throw, as long as the receiver can catch, we don't need no receiver. I feel like we don't need no receiver we don't need a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson or JSN that can just beat, you know what I'm saying? We don't need that. I feel like we got Henry,
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, we got Lamar Jackson. That RPO with Henry and Jackson is dangerous. I feel like a lot of the games that we lost this year, we shied away from what wins us game. Running the football, using Lamar Jackson leg. It was games this year where Lamar Jackson only had 5 carries, 4 carries. Like when we was winning, Lamar Jackson should have at least 10 carries. Yeah, I understand we don't want him to get hurt and all that, but that's a threat. That's his threat.
Yeah.
If we try to make Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson just a pocket quarterback, we're not all that. We're not the best we can be. Lamar Jackson is a threat running the ball, and I feel like we minimized that this season. And I feel like at certain times we pulled Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's a three down back. We should not be third down.
Third down, you
We
can't
should.
argue third down. He
Yeah,
might need
you
to
can
get his
argue,
ass off
but
the
he should
field.
third and short and all that. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry, he's a workhorse. He's a full time. He's a number one back. So give him the ball, and I feel like so. But when we do that, we need a pass rusher. We need a
Yeah.
pass rusher.
Okay.
With Jalen
Mohammed,
Phillips, Trey Hendrickson.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Mohammed, obviously y'all tagging Kyle Pitts. Y'all probably
We
gonna
are
have to
bringing Kyle
re-sign.
Pitts back.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to re-sign or extend Bijan, give him that contract probably soon. If that's y'all plan, maybe we'll see what y'all want to do there. But who do y'all want to see? Obviously, y'all got some questions at quarterback. You know, you obviously
We got
got
a lot of
questions.
questions.
Yeah, I got some good questions there. What do you want to see? You know, Stefanski look for in the off season.
I think we definitely I noticed, listening, through the press conferences with, Stefanski and Ian Cunningham, in terms of, the focus being on the trenches. So I think we'll probably go after, we'll focus on definitely improving our rush defenses, was a struggle last year. Obviously, we had a phenomenal year, franchise record setting, in sacks, but our rush defense struggled. So I think going after a guy like, John Franklin Myers out of Denver, definitely is gonna, help with that. We definitely got a more than likely we're gonna probably look to bring Caden Ellis back, down
Shoot,
out there
y'all
in the
might need
middle.
another edge rusher now going on with JPJ.
We don't want to talk about that, but yeah, we definitely might have to, figure that out. And then obviously, another receiver, alongside Drake London, obviously, saw the struggles with Darnell Mooney. I'm not certain if we will be bringing Mooney back. I think potentially, if we cut him, we could save, a bit of cap. I forget the figures, but around like 7 million plus in that range or something like that. But yeah, going after a guy like, potentially like Alec Pierce, Romeo Dobbs, with who I feel like is going to end up back in Green Bay though. Who's the receiver out there in Minnesota? Their number 3 receiver.
KJ Osborne.
No, not
Addison?
him. No, not Addison. The other
Addison's
guy.
number 2. Jalen
The
Naylor.
other one. Yeah, Naylor. I like Naylor too, and I think he's available. So going after, a guy like that. Then we just need a good, good possession receiver. Obviously, we, Drake's our, jump ball guy.
Get
And then
Jawan Jennings coming too.
in a speed threat too. So either, a good, route runner, speed threat, or just a good possession guy. I
Shaheed?
think, Hmm?
Rashawn
Shaheed
Shaheed?
yeah.
could be,
He's
could be
a speed
interested.
threat now. Seattle
And
probably
then we
bring him
got
back though.
yeah. I
Actually,
feel like
I don't
Seattle
think
might bring him
Seattle
back.
will bring him back though. I don't know because if we were looking at it, he didn't really do much for Seattle. Like obviously he stretched the field with his threat a little
And
bit.
in the punt
Obviously,
return game.
Yeah,
in the
he
punt,
made
yeah,
he made
he
big
kick
did.
plays
return,
though.
yeah.
But I feel like Seattle can easily replace him because Shaheed he probably gonna at least need like 17, 18 million a year, for a receiver.
Nah, he's not 18 million a year for
What, dude?
Shaheed. No, I know the
She,
cap went up, but it ain't go up that crazy.
I think
Obviously, the
you'll
cap
be
went up.
surprised. You'll be
The cap,
surprised.
yeah,
What
you
do you
bugging.
think Shaheed gets paid on the open market?
Shaheed is definitely
I
like a
said between
7,
12 to
8 million.
14.
Wow.
He's a 7
Nah.
to 8 million dollar guy.
I mean, what we think he should be paid, he's not gonna get paid that. He's gonna get paid more. Let me see if I can. Let me see. No, go ahead. I'm checking to see
Yeah.
what his projected contract is.
But what I was gonna say, obviously, the cap went up. Went up from 279 million to 301. I want to say officially. So a lot of guys are going to get paid. I think we're going to see this, off season. I think as we've seen in the past, in the NBA, where a lot of guys get overpaid that probably shouldn't, get paid their contracts just so teams can, meet the cap thresholds. I'm going to see a lot of overpaid guys. But hopefully a guy we're able to keep and doesn't get overpaid by another team. Hopefully we can keep a guy like Algier back. I think it's gonna be tough. I think he recently said he's looking at, looking for like 7 to 8 million annually. I think like 22 million, throughout, the total contract. So,
Yeah,
hopefully we can bring a guy like Tyler back, bring that 1-2 punch. But obviously, if not, go after, somebody in the draft or, find somebody as a backup running back out there on the market. But yeah, obviously, I think for us, receiver, another receiver, another that rush defense. So interior D lineman, and then as you guys know, that bridge quarterback. We got to figure out who's going to be the bridge quarterback while we figure out, recovery time for Michael Penix Jr. So for MPX in that sense. So there's been trade talks going after a guy like Mac Jones, but I don't think we should go to trade route. I think, just taking a guy like maybe a Jacoby Brissett. I think a guy like Malik Willis, who I was, keen on, is probably out of
it's
our
a number
price
one
range.
free
I don't
agent.
think we probably don't want to make the mistake that we made with Kirk Cousins, who obviously we finally announced that we're cutting him and releasing him once the new league year starts. But I think Malik Willis is probably outside of our price tag. He's looking at what, 30 million
That's what they
annually.
said.
So and I don't know if he's deserving of that. Obviously, he
Hell no,
played
he ain't
well those
deserving
6
of that.
games for the Packers, but it's gonna be interesting
Here,
in who
look,
who
let me
ends up
tell you.
throwing him that bag.
So
Go ahead.
I'll be honest, number one free agent, obviously Malik Willis, based on what everybody projects, just because he has some
Yeah.
flashes, whatever. He's a quarterback, high demand, whatever. I'm a Cardinals fan. This guy up here, we're gonna go ahead and cut him in a few weeks, because realistically, he's like he wants to leave. He's getting paid $45 million. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense that a team is gonna wait for him to get cut instead of trying to trade for him, whatnot. So we're gonna need a quarterback. All the buzz I've been hearing is saying that Malik Willis is gonna end up with us, and we're gonna be the dumb ones to end up paying him $30 million, just because his brother, our head coach's brother, we lost Muhammad. Our head coach's brother is Mike LaFleur. No, our head coach's brother is Matt LaFleur, who just had Malik Willis in the building for 2 seasons. Our OC is Nathaniel Hackett, who was just with Malik Willis. And then, obviously, you know what I'm saying, our GM was in Tennessee when they drafted Malik Willis. So all signs point to us ending up with Malik Willis and paying this man $30 million. I don't. That's not the reality I want to live in. Because if we being real, there's no way in hell Malik Willis is a $30 million quarterback. We just
I mean,
listen.
I
We
don't
just
say
came off
there's
a
no way in
season.
hell.
We just came off a season where we just watched the Jets pay Justin Fields $20 million a year. And you could say Justin Fields was started for 3-4 years, and he looked decent in Pittsburgh before the Jets paid him. Malik Willis has 6 starts, and he ain't really done nothing. That's the scary part about it. So, I don't know. I think that's my prediction.
I
I'd
mean,
rather.
in his 6 starts, he showed flashes like he can be good. 30
Yeah,
million. I say that's probably a reach. Maybe somewhere around 25 would be
I say
solid.
20 to 25 ain't bad, just because he is the only quarterback in the market that has a little bit more potential than others. Um, Me personally, I'd rather us go for Kirk Cousins instead. Just have a year of Kirk Cousins, lose as much as we can, and try to show flat, or let him, what I'm saying, do what he got to do,
Let him
and go
sling
get
it.
go get a quarterback in 2027 draft, because that QB class gonna be deep. It's looking like it's gonna be deep, like around 6 first round quarterbacks. So
Might could get Dante Moore.
you know what I'm saying, Dante Moore. They got the kid out of Duke that might come out. Obviously Arch Manning. So it's a few guys that might do some. But
Trinidad
realistically,
Chambliss.
yeah. Well, we don't even know what's going
Yeah,
on with that guy.
unless he applied for a 7th year.
Yeah, he trying his hardest to get there. Some other free agents, Daniel Jones, he's probably gonna end up getting signed by what is it? Indianapolis again. That's interesting. I want to see what happens there because, I mean, he did just tear his Achilles. He was playing bad a little bit before because he had that little leg issue with his. He had a broken leg a little bit, and then he ended up tearing his Achilles a few games later. So interested to see what happens there. Go
I
ahead.
think they bring him back. I think they bring him back simply because they allowed Richardson to seek a trade. Yeah, so I mean it's only right pointing towards they bringing back Daniel Jones.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think they should do in the short term? Because Daniel Jones ain't gonna play probably almost all of next year. I mean, torn Achilles, because he tore it like week 12 or week
Yeah, he
14 or
towards the
something.
end, but I mean maybe go after Malik Willis because Colts got a good team.
Yeah,
I mean they were what 81, 82 last year before they just went on a
7-2 or something. Yeah,
yeah for them. So I mean bring in Malik Willis, maybe Kirk Cousins, and play ball. That's what I think. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they should just give in a year. They got some good players. Jonathan Taylor, he was what, MVP conversation for most of the season. They got some solid receivers. Their defense is pretty good until late in the season. They just, I don't know what happened, but I feel like they still got a team that can win, still possibly make the playoff. They just need a quarterback. Bring in somebody like Malik Willis, maybe Kirk Cousins that can help them a little bit, you know, and
yeah,
just go for it like that.
yeah. And another guy, obviously the Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. You got Brees Hall out there. You got a couple guards. I want to see us go after some interior offensive linemen, some guards. See what we got there. But yeah, it's a weird free agency class. I feel like NFL hasn't been hitting on free agency in the recent years. Um, I feel like they should take away the franchise tag, if I'm being honest. But that's a whole nother conversation because you see the NBA. NBA ain't got no franchise tag, and we haven't seen as much recently as we used to have. But guys like LeBron hitting free agency, KD, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? We may see
Mhm.
Giannis hit
I
free
feel
agency.
like franchise tags should only be able. You should only be able to use that on players that you drafted. In a sense,
Nah,
I don't
that's a good.
think you should be just allowed to use like Dallas using franchise tag on George Pickens. I don't like that.
Yeah, I feel like because it kind of takes the excitement out of free agency. The last
Yeah.
time, the biggest free agent, when you think about it in recent years, was when Kirk Cousins signed with the Vikings. Like everybody was looking for Kirk Cousins.
Hmm.
Everything else was franchise tag, like Dallas franchise tag Dak. We thought he was gonna enter free agency.
And then don't they allow you to franchise tag like back-to-back years and like how
Yeah.
Pittsburgh did Le'Veon Bell, or if they try to do
Mm-hmm.
Le'Veon Bell, like
It's
you should only
weird.
be allowed to use one franchise tag. Like you can't
Yeah.
just but you know,
Yeah.
NFL, the owners run the league. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They got control of it. NBA, well, the players run the league.
Yeah,
So
really.
it's a big difference.
But yeah, couple free agents. Some good DBs out there right now. It's gonna hit the market. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, NFL, we got a couple people that might retire. You know, Travis Kelce, Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna see what happens with those guys. Um, you know, Debo and all those guys. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, it looks like we lost Muhammad, but we're
Yeah,
getting out of
Muhammad.
here. Muhammad,
Muhammad
his
just left
braids
us.
was messing with the connection, bro. It was throwing it off. The
Muhammad
frequency was
just
off.
left us. I thought maybe he coming back right away. He been gone for a few, but yeah,
Uh,
but
we another episode of Casual Fandom. Obviously, we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
yeah,
Um,
appreciate
we'll
you.
we'll we're gonna go play some games. You'll see some clips and everything, YouTube videos, whatnot. You'll see us getting a little more active, a little more consistent. Obviously, we appreciate you guys supporting
Yeah,
however you can,
appreciate
whenever
y'all.
you can. Um,
Definitely.
you want to say anything before we get out of here, Hassan?
Just appreciate everybody watching, you know what I'm saying? Comment, like, subscribe to all. We trying to grow. We trying to, you know what I'm saying, give y'all what we know, what we love. We love sports and all that. We're trying to expand the podcast and get into more different topics, talk about just leave comments about what you like, what you know what I'm saying, what you want to hear us speak about and talk about and all that. But yeah, we love y'all. Take care. Great night. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Casual Fandom, man. We out. Yep.